Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our Thursday morning story time. This is Miss Ross, and remember, we're doing Thanksgiving books between now and Thanksgiving. And today, I think you will love this book. It's called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." And do you know that, and I'm sure you remember, there's a Christmas poem, but the night before Christmas. And this is a funny book, and it has rhyming words in it, and I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm going to read this to you, and then next week I think we'll have another Thanksgiving book that you will enjoy also. Boys and girls, if you remember, last week we read a book about Thanksgiving, and it was called Thanksgiving Is, and it told all about how Thanksgiving came to be with the Pilgrims and the Indians, and we talked about that and why they had a Thanksgiving. And today we have another Thanksgiving book, and it's called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." And the story and pictures are by Dave Pilkey. He did the pictures too, so he's very talented, isn't he? Now, I think you're going to enjoy this book because if you remember, there is a Christmas poem called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Well, he's written a story called "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." So I'm anxious to see if you'll enjoy this as much as I did. It has rhyming words in it, and it's just very funny. Okay, this is "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving." "'Twas the day before Thanksgiving, and all through the trees the fall leaves were spinning aloft in the breeze," and that means the fall leaves were falling through the air. 8 children had boarded their school bus with grins in hopes that a field trip soon would begin. Now, for those of you that are already in school or have already finished school, know that a field trip is when you leave school and you usually go on a bus together and you go to a special place of interest. So 8 children had boarded their school bus with grins and hoped that a field trip soon would begin. And there they are. I think this is the teacher, and she's right back here with them. I believe she's going to be the driver, too. Oh, look at that bus. They sang as they rode through autumn terrains, while visions of drumsticks danced in their brains. They are rumbling along. Now, the terrain is the type of ground or surface that they're riding over. And the drumsticks that you see, they're looking forward to seeing drumsticks, and that comes from turkeys or chicken, doesn't it? And you know what when I first looked at this page, I said, oh my goodness, look at the smoky coming out of this bus. It needs something, doesn't it? It needs some help. Okay. O'er rivers through woods with winding and weaves, their school bus sailed on through the new fallen leaves. And here they go. And if you will notice right here, there's a sign on this tree, and it says Turkey Farm, and there's an arrow. So they're going in the right direction to go to the turkey farm. When out on the road there arose such a clatter, they threw down their windows to see what was the matter. And look how they're looking out to see what's going on. Let's see what happened. When what with their wondering eyes should they see but a miniature farm and 8 tiny turkey. And miniature farm means it's just small. Something's miniature, it's just smaller. And an old man so lively and rugged, they knew in a moment it was Farmer Mac Nugget. Look at him looking out the window. And here he is waving to them. And look at the 8 turkeys. They look like they're smiling, don't they? And it's just a small farm. He was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. Now, denim is what your jeans are made of, and polyester the shirt, and then the boots. If you'll notice some of your shoes and boots now, they have, the way they snap, it's a little piece of Velcro, and it pulls over and it sticks and holds it together. So he was dressed all in denim from his head to his toe, with a pinch of polyester and a dash of Velcro. And then, in a twinkling, They heard in the straw the prancing and pawing of each little claw. More rapid than chickens, his cockerels they came, that's the turkeys. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Ah, he's opening the gate now. He's letting them out of the fence, and he's going to call them by name. Oh, my goodness, he's got a name for them. Let's see what this could be. There they go. Now Ollie, now Stanley, now Larry and Moe. On Wally, on Beaver, on Shimp and Groucho. I'd hate to be named Groucho, wouldn't you? The turkeys were chunky with smiley beaked faces, and they greeted their children with downy embraces. That means soft hugs. The word embrace means to hug. So look at them over here, and all those kids are just smiling, and the teacher is too. They each have a turkey that's holding on to them. I think the turkeys are enjoying that too, don't you? Oh, look how much fun they are having. I'm going to let you look at this just a minute. So out through the barnyard they ran and they flew and they gobbled and they giggled, as friends sometimes do. What fun they are having. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This page doesn't look too happy, does it? Look at the teacher and the farmer. They have sad looks on their face, and so does the little girl. Then somebody spotted an axe by the door, and she asked Farmer Nugget what it was for. With a blink of his eye and a twist of his head, the old farmer told a grim tale of dread. That means he told them a sad story. Let's see what it was. "Tonight," said McNugget, "these feathery beasts will be chopped up and roasted for Thanksgiving feast." Oh no. The children stood still as tears filled their eyes. Then they clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. Look, they're so sad now. I'm going to read that again. "Tonight," said McNugget, "these feathery beasts will be chopped up and roasted for Thanksgiving feast." And the children stood still as tears filled their eyes. And then they clamored aloud in a chorus of cries. "Oh dear," cried McNugget, "now what shall I do?" So he dashed to the well, and the teacher went too. Now, let me tell you about this well. A long time ago, people didn't have running water like we do, so they had a well out in the yard or on the land, and you see them. Here's the teacher, and here's the farmer, and it had a handle and a rope with a bucket on it. You don't see the rope; it's down in there. And you turn that handle, and the bucket went down, and it pulled up water. And then they took the bucket off, and they had some water. So they fetched some water fresh from the ground in hopes that a swig might calm everyone down. So they wanted to give all the boys and girls a swallow of water and see if they wouldn't be happy. Uh-oh, look closely here. Doesn't look like it used to. And when they returned to quiet the matter, the children were calmer and mysteriously fatter. I want you to think about that for just a minute. I don't see any turkeys now, do you? The boys and girls drank up their drinks in the hay. Then they thanked old McNugget and they waddled away. My word, some of them are even smiling now. They sure do look fatter, don't they? They limped to the school bus, all huffing and puffing. It's not easy to walk with hot turkey stuffing. Ha ha! I think I know what's happened. And then as the school bus drove off in the night, McNugget looked round. "Oh," he said, "not a turkey in sight. Oh my goodness." Ah, ha ha. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and the stars up above shone down on a school bus, abounding with love. Now I see the shadows of the children in the school bus. They're going back. You see the moon behind them. They're going home, and they're happy, and the school bus is abounding with love. Why do you think? Aha! The very next evening, 8 families were blessed with 8 fluffy Thanksgiving turkeys as guests. They feasted on veggies with jelly and toast, and everyone was thankful, and the turkeys were the most. So, what do you think had happened here? So each one gave thanks for love and for living, and they all had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Now I'm going to turn back to this page again. Now this is the children at home. Some of them are in apartments, some of them are in houses, and some of them are upstairs, some are downstairs, but it shows shadows of them with their families, and in every shadow you see a turkey. So what they had done over here, and I'm going to flip back to this page for just a minute. Look closely at them again. What had they done? While Mac Nugget went to get the water, they stuffed those turkeys under their shirts and their dresses and blouses or whatever they had on, and all you see sticking out is the tail feathers, look. So he didn't realize they even had the turkeys. In other words, they captured the turkeys so that Mac Nugget wouldn't kill them, didn't he? Oh, I think that's the cutest story, don't you? I'm so thankful those children got those turkeys home with them and they could enjoy them. Now, I hope you will have a good day. I hope you will come back to see us next Thursday, and we'll have another Thanksgiving story. And we want to remember every day to be thankful, don't we? And just remember that I love you and God loves you too.
The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the Word of God. The Bible, Bible. The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the Word of God. The Bible, Bible. The Bible, yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the Word of God, the Bible, Bible.